I keep running across interesting clips of black people responding to Carmelo Anthony being sentenced to 35 years in prison for first degree murder. And in some of these clips, the people want to know in so many words, what are we really fighting for right now when it comes to us as black people feeling like we were wronged in this situation?
The outrage was never about Karmelo. It was about who was on the other side. The truth is, y'all don't care when black people destroy other black people. You only care when black people get into it with white people because you need an excuse to justify your own racism.
I keep saying, to me, this wasn't a race thing. And if I'm wrong in the future, I'll do a video and say that I'm wrong and just, admit that these white people tricked me. But until that day comes, my main focus is what happened, the murder, why it happened, and the weapon that was used in this situation. These are the things that I keep thinking about, because that's enough to look at in detail without adding race, without adding color, and just go as a human being. This was a little too much. Some of this could have been easily avoided. We got to start taking some type of accountability, and also a lot of things that our kids do when they go outside is a reflection of the things that we teach them at home. So we also got to hold ourselves accountable as parents, as leaders in our household. These are the things that I look at and try to dissect and break down in this case to see, like, how can we make things better when it comes to my people? I'm not trying to look at this and find reason to fault the white man or fault the white people. Because in all honesty, when you look at detail in this, when you look at facts in the case, when you look at where it happened, how it happened, the weapon that was used, it's on school campus. It's like, that's too much to look over and just make this a white versus black thing when this kid was really in the wrong. We just got to take that. We just got to accept that he was in the wrong.
Carmelo Anthony's father has made a shocking admission in this interview that you're about to watch. Now, I was in the courtroom, and I'm going to be real with you. I knew that Drew Anthony was delusional when I saw him. As you can see, they're just going to continue to play victim. I don't know why they were even asked when they found out or how they found out. What does it matter? Their son murdered somebody. If the Breakfast Club wants to interview anybody, it should probably be the real victims in this situation, which is Jeff Metcalf, Megan Metcalf, and Hunter Metcalf. Those are the main three victims. If they want to interview anybody, they should probably take the time to do that. Only 4 minutes. You mean to tell me that your son thought it was a good idea to go into someone else's tent, cause trouble by not walking away, stab somebody, and somehow he's still the victim? Please
I wouldn't advise no one to be doing interviews right now on either side at all, because the more you talk about this situation, the more you have to explain your reason why you feel like the system failed Carmelo, why they failed your kid in the courtroom. Looking over the fact, though, that Carmelo killed Austin Metcalf and blaming this on racism being the reason why he got this lengthy sentence. That's kind of like I don't know. It's like all that do is give the father, Jeff Metcalf, more reason to go on these racist rants, in my opinion. We can sit here and compare sides and try to use that to justify Carmelo's action, but we still need an explanation to explain why he had a knife in his book bag on school campus. You don't just hear too many people talking about that. See, this situation for us, I feel like instead of us playing the blame game, it was supposed to be in a situation that was an eye-opener where we learned to shift the narrative by taking accountability for our own actions. That's how I look at it. But some type of way, we still find a way to flip this, spin this, make us the victims, and just drop the ball again. Let's not forget that somebody actually went to this man's son's grave and pissed on his grave.
Now, you mean to tell me some of you black folks ain't going too far? Now, this guy goes and pissed on Austin's grave. Do you know how disgusting that makes us look? That's why I wish they just say some black folks, because I'm not with this bullshit. I don't disrespect myself like that. That shit didn't make no sense whatsoever. See, now, right now, if somebody would have caught him that's in that family and beat the shit out of him, y'all would have been marching for him. Because I see the comments. Y'all so proud of what the fuck he did. Because y'all the ones that's the problem. Y'all are the problem. Anybody condone this scumbag pissing on this little boy's grave is a scumbag. Anybody that support him, y'all the problem. I don't want no parts of that shit. Okay? That's not my style. Never was and never will be. And then you wonder why they look at all black people like savages. Because y'all condone this shit. Y'all condone it. That is so disgusting and totally out of pocket. And what's he going to accomplish for that? What's going to be accomplished out of that? What? And y'all so proud of him. What are y'all proud of? He didn't make sure your school system got any resources. He ain't stopped the black on black crime. But y'all proud of him because he pissed on a white boy grave. Y'all disgusting. And I don't want no damn part of it. Call me
Uncle. Back thinking, and I ask myself here and there, if this was a black situation, like black on black, and it happened on the school campus, how far would Stop the Violence movement have went if that was the case? Or would it had even been a movement from the get-go? So this be like the pot calling the kettle black to me, because how many Jacksonville rappers mamas, this is just a sidebar to show you how we think. How many Jacksonville rappers mamas, them kids, all that stuff that's going on down there, telling them to chill out when it comes to the dissing and all the ton that they do when it like trolling the dead? Or how many movements do you see down there? Julio Fulio had a whole video in the cemetery trolling. As soon as he died, it didn't stop. What did the opposite side do? They continued to do the same thing over and over again. So how many Stop the Violent movements have we seen in Florida, in Jacksonville, and them kids' neighborhood? Playing the blame game in these type of situations leave room for someone to go, where's the outrage when it's black on black crime? That's just being real. It's like when it's us, when the YNs out here killing the YNs every single day. It's like we push spinning the block in our culture because hip hop is the biggest influence. 9 times out of 10, your favorite rapper who out here rapping about killing either sending his, or he probably done some stuff for real. So you be quick to scream free them because you like their music. It's like we only care when it's outside the race, but we can hurt each other all day long. And that might sound like a broken record. I know people say that all the time, but that's the truth. In some cases, that's a fact. Call me crazy, but I think we do have a crowd that exists within our community that causes chaos and confusion. I believe it. And what if to a certain degree, we just as racist as we try to make other people seem sometimes, like we real deal are the most racist ones in this era today, or damn near just as worse. Now, Charleston White done been all over the place the last few days, and one minute he was saying he was gonna donate 75,000 towards the family and helping them get the appeal, and the next day he just flat out said that he ain't got nothing on that. Like it's over with, it's a wrap. And after that, he made a video apologizing to Austin Metcalf's father. Then after that, he goes on Instagram and put out these T-shirts with this picture of Karmelo Anthony on the front, and the top of it says "Watermelon Felon." Just a bunch of stuff that is crazy, in all honesty, to me. And he be part of the problem sometimes. Like, I can be on Charles and White's side when he writing, he making sense, but when he go on these little tantrums, anytime is to benefit him to fatten his pocket, I don't be with that. I don't be, because it's like, why you causing more and more controversy on the internet and doing stuff to benefit you monetarily. What is that solving for the community? Or how is that happening to people that's really involved and got to deal with this for real? These be low-key money grabs for him. And the reason I say that is because if you look at what he doing now, he working on a new interview right now as we speak, explaining his point of view and his role, and just giving his side of everything and how it played out and what's going on.
Initially, I went with the Metcalf family. And I'm gonna tell white people, this is not for y'all. I'm gonna get back to white people in a minute. This is for black people. When Karmelo and Austin Metcalf situation happened, black people ignored it. Because at first they thought it was black on black. So black people ignored it. They didn't have no say-so about it. You know how I know? Because I was online for at least 2 or 3 days, almost a week, arguing with black people because I said fuck Lil Ronnie and the baby Chink, the rapper that got with his baby. This happened around the same time. So when the mother put the GoFundMe on me for the rapper Lil Ronnie, I think the Metcalf family or Karmelo family had posted one. So I'm telling black people, y'all don't give a fuck what I say about kids. Because if y'all really care about kids, y'all would be saying something about the kid that got killed out there at the track meet. Black people ignored that. When black people found out that it was a white kid, that a black kid gives a white kid, they immediately started giving to the GoFundMe.
This man has really mastered attaching his name to everything going on that's a hot topic. Get a sit-down interview on one of these platforms or a couple of these people that he know that he already frequent. This is his game. Now, this right here might be the most important part of this video, because I ran across an interview that Jeff Metcalf did, and he gives his point of view basically on everything that's going on in the media right now. Y'all check this out.
I don't condone all the social media memes and derogatory comments, because I know how it feels, because your side has done it to me 4 times as much as they're doing it to you. But either way, 2 wrongs still don't make a right. So, crazy has no color. Love doesn't see color. Hate doesn't see color. And for people to see the color, they really should look at themselves in the mirror and reevaluate who you are and how are you a piece of society? Are you part of the problem? Are you part of the solution? So, hopefully in this world, I'll probably only got another 20, 30 years, but I'm more worried about the future and what we're teaching our children right now. And I'm sorry if I can only guess if that boy was raised differently, maybe. I don't know why. And the biggest question that really I'll never get answered is why? Why did you not get up on the stand and tell your story? If this was true, why did you not defend yourself? Why did you? And your whole case is about self-defense, but yet you chose not even to defend yourself, and your parents abandoned you during sentencing and victim impact statement. Actions speak louder than words. I don't have to say anything. You guys smear your own name without me having to point it out. Everybody in America sees how we're all acting, and it's a damn
He
shame.
asked some good questions. He said, why didn't the parents show up to the sentencing? That's a good question. And if this is circled around self-defense, why didn't Karmelo take the stand? Why didn't he, get up there and give his side of everything and give insight on what really happened that day from his point of view? Why we didn't hear nothing from him? And his family not showing no compassion, his family not sending no condolences and stuff like that. Had they done stuff a little different, had the approach been a little different, then the outcome of this probably would have been different. And the remark he made about us smearing our own names and stuff, shit, again, if you take color out of it and you just listen to what he's saying, or if you a black person and you just take your emotions out of this and listen to what he's saying, what is he saying is wrong? We know how far we'll go sometimes. We know how far we willing to take certain things when we feel like in our mind we right and we justify it. And sometimes we take it a little too far. It can be any situation. And once we feel like we've been wronged in something, it's hard for us to think logical. It's hard for us to make choices and decisions that's not circled around emotions and frustration. This part right here got black people going back and forth. Some people are basically saying, why the hell would they apologize to y'all or want to reach out to you when you want Karmelo in jail and the family thinks that he should get off on self-defense?
Have they said that they're sorry at all, Jeff? Has anyone from the Anthony family reached out to you or any of your family members to apologize, to express regrets, to see how you are throughout this whole thing?
No, ma'am. Not one time.
Wow.
What sense would it make for the Anthony family, Carmelo's family, to apologize to the Metcalf family when they feel like they've been wronged in this from the get-go, and they want the public to be on their side?
The website TMZ is reporting today that your family's getting inundated with dozens of death threats and other hateful messages following the conviction. Is that true?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's a daily.
Do you worry about Hunter?
It's a daily occurrence. I've turned it over to law enforcement. I really don't want to comment too much on it. They're going to handle it, but it's a daily occurrence of vile text, actual phone calls that actually they want to talk to me. At some point they're going to have to get tired of it and go on. So, I mean, what's done is done. The verdict is out. Yeah, you can file for appeal. Really, everyone thinks there's new evidence, no, there's not. All the appeal court does is make sure procedures were followed correctly, and there was nothing that was done to interfere with due process.
TMZ's reporting that you've received messages like, they say that these are screen grabs that from messages sent to you. You're just mad because Austin's no longer living. Should have stabbed Hunter too. Didn't you beat Megan? I blame you. And he effed around and found out about Austin. Are these some of the messages that you've received?
That's just the tip of the iceberg.
Part of me feels like this is gonna potentially start somewhat of a race war, where you're gonna see a whole lot of back and forth going on out of ignorance. There's gonna be a lot of white versus stupidity. I'm gonna just say it like that, because not all black people agree with the public's reaction to the outcome of this case. A lot of people are frustrated, a lot of people mad, a lot of people are upset, and if you dig deep enough, you'll see a lot of them are looking completely over the fact that he had a weapon on school campus from the get-go. I keep saying it, I got yet to see people debate that, go back and forth on that, talk about that. And then when you do hear people talk about it, it's like, well, that's not uncommon, because you see people carry weapons all the time going to school, depending on the community, depending on the environment that you live in. And when I hear that, I go, okay, but do that make it right? Like, show me somewhere in a school, in a rule book, where is acceptable. So that still don't justify what happened on campus. That still makes it wrong what happened. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. It's T-RaeTv. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment down below. And over here, I don't give lies or spin narratives. I just say what I feel, man. And y'all keep it nice in the comments.